What's up, cupcakes? Welcome to episode 346 of Good Luck High Five.
That's right. You are listening to it.
That's accurate.
Yeah, you really are. Unless you're watching it, in which case you are still listening to it. This is a podcast for you. If you play Magic the Gathering, whether you're sitting at home jamming some arena, you're heading out to your local game store for an upcoming pre-release.
Woo-hoo.
Or, maybe you just hang out, play with your friends.
Yeah.
However you're playing, we are here for you.
I'm one of your hosts, Maria.
I'm another one of your hosts, Megan.
And we've got a lot of exciting stuff to talk about on the show this week because a new set is on the horizon.
That's right. Throne of Eldraine previews are already happening. There are so many new cards, and we're thrilled to talk about them.
I don't know if you could tell if you're just listening to this, but that was a literal round of applause that I just gave Throne of Eldraine.
Yes.
That's how I feel about it.
It's so cool.
It is.
It's so cool. It's
flavor,
so flavor.
A+++.
It's like the flavor is turned up to 10.
And that makes sense because
and
there's
the dial
food
only
tokens.
goes to 10.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Dang it.
It's turned up to 10. It's turned all the way up.
But what if it went to 11?
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Then the flavor is turned to 11 here.
Great. And that's appropriate in a set with food tokens.
Is that something that they've said about Doritos?
What? That it's turned up to the flavors turned up to 11?
It sounds like an ad campaign for Doritos. I'm just saying.
I don't know. Would Doritos have to pay rights for using that joke?
What do you mean?
The joke, the turning it up to 11.
Is it a joke?
Have you seen the movie This Is Spinal Tap?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm a little sick. My brain is moving a little slowly.
Has it just absorbed into the zeitgeist of modern culture so much that you forgot where it came from?
I forgot. Yeah.
Wow. I think that's a mark of a great joke.
Yeah, I think so.
It's just everyday life now. And Doritos is using it.
And also
That's
Doritos
canon.
is obviously using it for an ad campaign.
Doritos, flavor blasted. No, wait, that's Goldfish.
But do you know what? It sounds like something you could say about Doritos.
It really does. Imagine a Goldfish Doritos mashup in your mouth, like just eating the two at the same time.
Okay.
Or the companies could just produce it. I don't care.
Okay.
One way or the other, I want it to happen.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Excellent. But what we're trying to tell you is we're going to talk about Throne of Eldraine.
Yes, we are, because there are so many cool cards. We just got to tell you about them. We know the mechanics.
Yep, we sure do.
We know a little bit more about the world of Eldraine.
Yes.
So we're going to talk about all of this and more.
Yeah. And more, meaning we now know the more, which is what sets are going to be hitting your tables coming up next year.
Yes.
For Magic in 2020. We know all of the sets
So we're
for next
going to
year.
have some sick brags about hashtag calling it.
Yeah, that's right. We
called
sure
it.
did.
Hashtag called
Brushing
it.
off my shoulders.
Yes. And we'll talk a little bit about, what our other predictions for that are. Because some of our predictions for Eldraine turned out spooky true.
Yeah, we were very close on some stuff.
Yeah.
Which some people are like, how could you possibly be so close? To which I respond, no big deal.
No.
We've only been doing this for 7 years.
That's right.
Next month.
'Tis right.
Yeah. So a whole bunch of stuff jam-packed into the show. And we have a preview card coming up later this week.
Yeah, we do.
So stay tuned to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/goodluckhigh5. Keep an eye out for that on the 11th. But before we get into our show, we want to say thank you to everybody who joined the Fambly. That's FAMBLY this week over on patreon.com/GLHFmagic.
Thank you so much to everyone who's a supporter of the show. Over there, you keep it literally happening.
Yes.
It could not happen without thee.
Ooh, that was very Eldraine of you.
Thank you.
I'm excited for Eldraine movie pictures, by the way.
Yes, as am
Just
I.
saying.
There's going to be so many epic adventures. Anyways, thank you so much. We had some awesome hangouts last month.
Yes.
Our hangout with just our patron hangout was so much fun.
It was great.
We did a lot of card Pictionary. We did movie pitches live.
Yeah.
We played some Magic. We answered questions. It was a great time all around. So we're doing more of that stuff coming up this month. So stay tuned in our Discord and on our Patreon page if you're a patron. And if you're not one, you can become one and get in on those sweet perks.
That's right. As little as $1 a month makes you a patron of our show. And you can give up to anywhere to $40 a month, which is our highest level. And if you want to break that down, that's like $10 an episode or whatever. Yeah. And like
$5 a month is $1 and change an episode.
Yeah.
$1 an episode. This is only $1 right now.
I pay more for that for a bag of peanuts.
I pay more than that for parking sometimes.
Yeah, there you go. That's exactly true. So if you value the show, head on over there right now. Big thanks as well to cardkingdom.com/GLHF. Use that link to buy anything you need in your magical life. If you need singles, if you want to pre-order Eldraine to draft with your friends or just crack some packs like a monster, I suppose you could do that
like
as
a
well.
Monster.
If you need some new sleeves, you need binders, you need board games, that link will get you all of those things. And you can say, good luck, have token in your order for a Maria Meghan double face token. Or you can ask for a good luck, have sticker. They've got new stickers over there for us.
Yeah, their stickers. These stickers are so cool.
They're great.
Yeah.
I highly recommend them. Everybody I showed them to is like, this sticker is awesome, except for Marshall Sutcliffe, who didn't like it, which I think should be a clue to you that it's great.
Wow, sick burn on Marshall.
Yes.
He didn't like them?
No, of course he didn't. It's not a surprise to me.
Wow.
But that just made me proud because I'm like, wow, we've made a really good sticker here.
It wasn't sleek
Right.
and classic
Yeah.
and chrome.
Let's talk about Throne of Eldraine.
Oh, wow.
I know.
There's so much happening here.
I'm so excited.
As am I.
I can't remember. I thought a set knocked it out of the park as much as I've been thinking this is knocking it out of the park since Dominaria.
Yeah. I mean, which Dominaria was only a year ago.
That's true.
Which was kind of wild.
That is strange to think about, but true. Yeah, no, the flavor is amazing for me. Fairy tales plus King Arthur's Court combined into one amazing flavorful set. And earlier last week, we got to see a preview trailer for Throne of Eldraine.
Spooky.
Which is very
weird.
Spooky and kind of sad.
Yeah.
Honestly.
It's strange.
I mean, did you feel bad for these ginger people?
Yes.
I mean, they were so cute.
I know.
But
they look like weirdly contemporary and real. I don't know.
What do you mean by real?
These cookies look kind of dumb. Look at that gingerbread woman's face.
Yeah.
And tell me it does not look hauntingly human.
Well, that is true. Yeah, I felt emotions for these cookies in a way I've never felt emotions for cookies before.
Human. So if you have not watched it, go over and watch it.
Yeah. But get yourself a box of tissues.
Wow.
Sorry, spoiler alert.
Okay. To wipe away all of the cookie crumbs.
Yeah. From this trailer, which must have set them back quite a few dollary dues at Wizards of the Coast. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah.
I mean, it is really
incredible.
Yeah. It looks like a film.
It looks like a movie.
It looks like a real animated film.
And I think this is what we can expect moving forward for set releases because we got that great trailer with Liliana and Bolas. Remember that one?
Yeah, that's true.
Which was also
we had the stained glass one.
Yeah.
Which was very cool. That was just like a little teaser. A snippet.
Yeah, but that trailer was excellent. So big props to Wizards of the Coast. Big props to them for their whole release announcement that they did with Jimmy Wong hanging out talking about Eldraine stuff and also about the new sets, which we'll get to a little bit later in this show.
Yeah.
All that stuff was really, really well produced. So thumbs up. But let's talk about Eldraine mechanics because we now know what they are.
Yeah. So first up, we have Adventure, which is a subtype of instants and sorceries.
Wow.
Yeah, we haven't seen a subtype for instants and sorceries since, I want to say, Tribal.
Gosh, is Arcane another one of those?
Oh, yeah, Arcane. That's the one that I'm thinking of.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's been a very long time. But these ones they come on creatures.
Yeah.
They're instants and sorceries that come also on creatures.
Hey, you get a 2-for-1.
Yeah. So the way they look is these are the ones that have that very cool storybook.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
At the bottom. And on the left hand of the storybook is the instant or sorcery Adventure, which has its own name and its own mana cost and obviously its own type line. And then it has the little spell that happens that you can cast for that mana cost.
Oh.
And if you cast that instant or sorcery, then you exile it.
Okay.
And you can cast the creature later.
So the creature here, the flavor is going on an adventure to come back and fight at your side later on in the story.
You can also just summon them like normal without casting the instant.
You don't have to do
or
that.
sorcery without casting the adventure part of it. But something like this, the one that we're looking at here on the article is Beanstalk Giant. 6 and a green for a star. Its power and toughness are each equal to the number of lands you control.
By the way, quick pause.
Yeah.
This is what we predicted for the Beanstalk, remember? We said it was going to be a star-dash star.
Wow. We really did.
And we said it would grow, which it does.
Yeah.
We're talking about something nonsense about bean counters, but like this makes so much sense, obviously.
Yeah. But then the instant or the sorcery that comes with it, the adventure, is 2 and a green for Fertile Footsteps. Search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. Put it onto the battlefield.
Oh, that's nice. Not tapped.
Put it onto the battlefield.
Just put it.
Just put it there.
And it helps grow your Beanstalk Giant later on. So
it helps you cast it sooner.
Goes together.
So something like that, it's like, well, unless you draw it really late in the game, you already have 7 lands.
Yeah.
Maybe you're just going to cast this right away. But maybe you're going to cast this sorcery first.
I mean, it's great, right? It's flexible.
Yeah, it's
you can
very
use it
cool.
early and pays off late. We love cards that do this because it helps smooth out gameplay with mana issues, which this literally helps you out with. And also just gives you options later in the game. Like maybe you didn't really want to draw your Fertile Footsteps on turn 12.
Yeah.
But you're like, Beanstalk Giant, sure, I'll get on that.
And I love that it gives us more decision points. I love it. It gives you more decision points. It's like, what are you going to cast?
And in Best of One, we should point this out. Very handy.
Yeah.
Because you can use it both ways.
Because there are also adventure cards that maybe the instant or sorcery is not cheaper.
Yeah.
Maybe some cases it's more expensive than the creature it's attached to.
Ooh, okay.
Or it's the same cost. I'm looking at this one, which just came out today, I want to say.
Yes.
Murderous Rider.
This card's really good.
Oh, it's so good. 1 black for a zombie knight. Lifelink. When it dies, put it on the bottom of its owner's library.
It's coming back.
2/3.
Come back.
But then the adventure on it is Swift End. 1 black for an instant. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. You lose 2 life.
Wow. So
you can just
Hero's Downfall.
Yeah. Cast it, lose your 2 life, and then next turn cast the Murderous Rider.
Oh,
from
sick.
exile. And then it dies and you put it on the bottom of your library.
It's never going away.
It's never going away.
Wow, this card's really good.
I really like this.
Very versatile.
Yeah.
And in the end, maybe you need a creature. Get on out there. Mm-hmm. I mean, just excellent. Murderous Rider, impact and standard for sure.
Yeah.
No question in my mind.
Goodness. Yep.
No question in my mind.
So super excited for it.
Adventure. How do you feel about the design of it and all that kind of stuff? The creativity.
I think it's so cool.
Yeah, I love I was kind of like, adventure, why are we calling it that? Okay.
Yeah.
When I first saw what the card was and what it did. But as soon as I saw these little tokens that Wizards is providing players with that say on an adventure, where you can put your little card there to wait until you want to cast it from exile, I was all in. Can you believe that's what changed my mind?
You like those parts.
Yes,
though.
I do.
You love
I
the
do.
accessories.
Because I was like, oh, well, this makes sense now in my brain.
It's on an adventure. It's gonna come back.
It's going to come back. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't
this
really.
This Murderous Rider is on an adventure to give someone a swift end. Makes sense.
I'll tell you what I don't like, that I have to know 2 card names from one card now.
That's true. That's a lot of
Why
card
you got to
name.
do this to my brain, Wizards? Anyway, that's adventure.
Yeah. It's so cool. And I love the little storybook templating.
It's beautiful
on it. And some people have been like, oh, this is just kind of like another way to do flashback or jumpstart.
Everything is just flashback.
Exactly.
News alert.
So many things are, but also I love that they this has flexibility where it's like, oh, you can just cast the creature from your hand if you need to.
Yeah. I think for me, it's more interesting than flashback.
For sure. Next up, we have Adamant.
Adamant.
Yes.
Okay, so this is an interesting mechanic that doesn't always have the same effect.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a little bit different on every card. This time we're going to take a look at Embereth Paladin, which is 3 and a red for a human knight. It's a 4/1 with haste. And then it says Adamant. If at least 3 red mana were spent to cast a spell, Embereth Paladin enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it.
Yeah.
So it cares about how much mana of a certain color type you're using to cast a spell, which is kind of bizarre.
Yeah.
And makes me worry about the auto tapper on Arena, but that's
Get ready
side
to manually
problem.
tap those lands.
Maybe it'll be smart enough.
Yeah. Or maybe it will get you in the habit of tapping for yourself.
That's true.
So we've seen this on a couple of different colors of cards. I want to say that it's going to be on all 5.
Yeah.
There's another one here. We have Silver Flame Ritual, 3 and a white for a sorcery. Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control.
Cool.
Adamant, if at least 3 white mana was spent to cast this spell, creatures you control gain vigilance until end of turn.
Oh, okay. So a different little benefit, but always caring about the color cost. I wonder if it will always be 3.
I think so. It appears to be 3 every time.
Yeah, free every time. Here's a look at Slaying Fire, 2 in a red for an instant, deals 3 damage to any target. Adamant, if at least 3 red mana were spent to cast a spell, deals 4 damage instead.
Do I feel the return of devotion decks?
I feel like something might be
of
happening with that.
monocolored devotion decks in our future somewhere?
Yeah, I feel like you might
I
be
don't
right.
know.
You
Who
just
knows?
might be right.
Who knows?
We'll find out literally later in this show.
Yeah. Just stay tuned. 15 minutes from now, you might know.
Adamant. I guess this word accurately describes what we're doing here.
Yeah. You are adamantly red.
Yeah.
Or you are adamantly blue.
That's right.
Or adamantly white.
You are all in
Yes.
on Adamant. Okay, well, pretty straightforward.
Yes. Speaking of, I was looking for, there was a blue one.
Yes, there it is.
Which obviously is what I want to talk about. Turned into a pumpkin.
This card is the best name of the
thank
set.
goodness.
Calling it right now. Boop.
Turn into a pumpkin, 3 and a blue for an instant. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Draw a card. If at least 3 blue mana was spent to cast the spell, create a food token.
I wish
Love it.
it just turned that thing into a food token.
Oh,
Right?
Same. I do wish it had been.
You
Yeah.
turned it into a food token.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good. It would have to probably be
A rare. I feel like.
no, because just think of like
Yeah.
they're putting more common removal in
Yeah,
limited
that's
right
true.
now. Maybe it's fine because they get a food token. I don't know. I don't know what it should cost,
Yeah.
but I wish it just turned it into a food token.
Yeah. That's legit.
Come on, Wizards.
Yeah.
It was
I'm
right
trying
there
to
for
think
you.
of like that. Like, maybe they just feel like it that like destroying it feels too much like a black
Like a
effect.
black effect? Yeah, it
Exactly.
could-
It's
that
not
could be.
blue enough.
Yeah, that's true.
That would probably be it.
Turn into a pumpkin, though.
Mm-hmm.
Great name for a card.
Great name.
The final mechanic we're going to talk about in Throne of Eldraine is
Is
food.
those food tokens.
Let's talk about some food tokens.
I mean, it's an artifact. It says 2 tap, sacrifice this artifact, you gain 3 life.
Simple and straightforward.
Very straightforward. Part of me wishes that they weren't just called food.
What do you want them to be
I
called?
don't know. Something more fancy. Sustenance.
Oh, I see.
Provisions.
Amuse-bouche.
You went French fancy. I went
Yeah.
like adventure telling, storytelling
Oh,
fancy.
I see.
But yeah,
Let's take a look at a card that makes a food token.
provision. That's what I'm landing on. Provisions.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Bake into a pie. 2 black for an instant. Destroy target creature. Create a food token.
Oh, that is the effect that we basically just talked
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
And it is black here.
Okay. Bake into a pie. Okay, so yeah, that makes sense. All of our questions have been answered, but it didn't literally get turned into a pumpkin, which is my problem.
But this got turned into a pie.
Yeah, this makes sense.
Yeah.
I get it. This is perfect. So when I saw food tokens, and what they did, I got to be honest, I was a little underwhelmed.
Yeah.
With the food token, with the sacking to gain 3 life, because I thought, okay, that's kind of boring. I get the flavor of it. You are eating food for sustenance, if you will.
Yeah.
And that's equal to life. But it just kind of seems a little ho-hum to me. And also, I got a little worried that we were going to start piling up food tokens in games, and then that would lead to a lot of extra math complexity based on the decisions you want to make. Like, oh, well, they can gain 6 life, but I can deal 3 here. But next turn, they'll only be able to sacrifice 2.
I am going to point something out. You did just call it simple, but then just complain about its complexity.
What do I mean? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess that's my problems with both things at the same time.
Yeah.
But that has been alleviated a little bit because other cards care about food tokens.
Yes. And these are the places that I like it the most.
Yeah, agree.
For sure. The one that I saw first was Gilded Goose.
Yep.
Green for an 0/2 flying. When it enters the battlefield, create a food token. 1 and a green tap, create a food token. Tap, sacrifice a food, add 1 mana of any color.
Yeah,
Like,
great.
I love this.
Yes, this is excellent.
Exactly. Places that we can use it.
Maybe I'm just sad because it's worse than a
Differently.
clue.
Yeah.
A clue token, you drew a card.
I love clue tokens.
And here I'm gaining 3 life, and I'm like, eh. But if we have cards that care about life gain, number 1, that would be helpful.
Yeah, that's
number
true.
2, we use food tokens in different ways with
Yeah.
Gilded Goose. There's a Golgari card I played around with in the Brawl events on Arena, which led you to sacrifice 2 food tokens to draw a card, which was great.
Mm-hmm.
was a 3/3.
Yeah.
But so those kinds of things I think are cool. Oh yes,
Savvy Hunter. Yeah. One black green for a 3/3. Whenever it attacks or blocks, create a food token. Sacrifice 2 foods. Draw a card.
Yes.
Ooh, love it.
That card is excellent.
Love it.
Great art as well.
I gotta say, I think that I'm gonna end up liking it. I think you might end up liking it more than you think too.
I think all things considered, like I've given a little bit of criticisms to some of the stuff in the set, but honestly, those are so minor.
Yeah.
So minor compared to the overall flavor that we're getting from this set that I think it's totally 100% fine.
And food also feels like something that is a little bit more simple because adventure is like a very complicated, asks people to make a lot of decisions at different points.
Know a lot about the game.
To know a lot about the game, to know a lot about the different zones.
Yeah, for sure.
And the same kind of with Adamant. It makes you, make sure that you know, like, okay, if I do this, then this will have a different kind of effect. It makes you keep track of what kind of mana you're tapping. So it kind of feels like they turned up these other two.
Yeah.
And so they turned down the third one a little bit.
One other thing I wanted to mention is that I'm already going to call what you're going to say when you crack your food token to gain 3 life.
Uh-huh. If
you don't say this at your pre-release, I'm coming for you.
Wow, okay.
Ready? Tap 2, crack a snack. Use it and love it.
Yeah.
And get to cracking those snacks.
In my house, we call them snicks, but okay.
Crick a snick.
Crick a snick.
Yeah. I think that's what's
We're going to have a
happen.
snick.
Calling it now.
Yeah. All right.
Crack that snack.
Y'all ready to crack a snack?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So let's talk about some preview cards that we're excited about.
Yeah. Oh, before I just wanted to touch on lightly.
Yeah.
We learned a little bit about some of the flavor in this preview article.
Ooh.
Also, this mechanics article.
All right. Let's hear it.
Specifically, in the part about Adamant, Matt Tabak, who wrote the article, writes, there are 5 courts on Eldraine that constitute the realm. Each color-aligned court is dedicated to a particular virtue.
Oh.
Sounds like classic color pie. Loyalty, knowledge, persistence, courage, and strength.
Great.
And each handsomely rewards those who demonstrate dedication to that virtue. So that's kind of where Adamant is coming from.
I see. That
You're
makes
showing
sense.
dedication to the virtue of your court.
Okay, so loyalty is white, knowledge is blue,
Yeah.
persistence must be black,
Yeah.
courage is red, and strength is green.
Nice.
Okay, nailed it.
Yeah. So it seems like we will see Adamant in all of the colors.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So I just wanted
all right.
to touch on that briefly.
5 courts of Eldraine.
Yeah. Someone tweeted at me. I don't remember who they were like, oh, the books like this. I thought the Eldraine story was interesting. I read the book. So maybe I'll try it.
Ooh, story
Maybe we'll have the return of story time.
I love story time.
Yeah.
It's how
As do I, but
kept
I
up on
wish
the
when they
story.
were just articles on the website.
Yeah, I know. Now we got to pay for them.
Oh.
Sad face.
Which, I mean, obviously, I don't mind paying for books. I do it constantly. I do it all the time. I also check them out from the library.
True.
Now that we're just talking about books. Finally. I've waited 7 years for this. To just parlay this into a library podcast.
Has become a library podcast.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay, everyone. Let's get down to business.
Let's head to the stacks. That's what we'd say.
Yes.
And then we'd go on our little adventure.
Let's head to the
Let's head to the stacks. All right, Megan, what of these cards that has been previewed has one caught your beady little eye in particular?
You can go straight to heck with that, okay? Rude.
Megan has one eye that's very
Rude.
beady. Just
Wow.
one. I don't even know what that means. I mean, you called that there's going to be an oven.
Yeah, witch's
oven.
Weird. Witch's oven.
Yeah.
And you called the golden egg.
Golden egg happened. Yep.
Golden egg happened.
Nailed it.
Okay, I love Runaway Together.
That's very cute.
It's so funny. It's like a big zombie giant and a person, and they're running away together.
That's adorable.
1 and a blue. Instant. Choose 2 target creatures controlled by different players. Return those creatures to their owner's hands. The card is, interesting enough.
Yeah.
If you have benefits on your own, like ETB effects on your own side.
Right.
Enter the battlefield stuff. It's going to be cool. So I like,
and you could recast an adventure again.
Yeah, you could recast. That's true.
Wow. Judge Rob is going to have some interesting things to say about this set, I think.
This and then like the witch.
Yeah. Cast it again.
Yeah. Or the zombie.
Combo.
Is she a witch?
I think so.
Murderous rider.
Oh, no, zombie knight.
Just a rider.
Just a zombie knight.
Just a zombie knight.
Your general zombie knight.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about a planeswalker.
Let's talk about a planeswalker.
We couldn't remember her name last episode, so we called her Anna Kendrick, but her name is Rowan. Rowan Kendrick.
And this looks like this is from the Planeswalker decks, correct?
Okay. Never mind.
Yeah. So no. Yeah, she's 3 red. Loyalty 5. +1 up to 1 target creature gets +3/+0 and gains first strike until end of turn. -2 deals 1 damage to each of up to 2 target creatures. They can't block. -9 gain control of all creatures until end of turn. Untap
that's kind of cool.
Haste. But that's from
the Planeswalker decks.
The Planeswalker decks. But we know that
Rowan and Will are on a card together as Planeswalkers.
The Royal Scions.
Ooh, great name.
It does just say legendary Planeswalker Will Rowan.
That's weird.
Oh wait, no, her first name is Rowan.
Oh, Will Rowan. Yeah, because her last name is Kenrith.
That's right, Kendrick.
Anna Kendrick.
Will and Rowan, Anna Kendrick. Anyways.
The first time 2 people have been depicted on a Planeswalker card, if you don't count Ren and 6.
Yes. Oh, that's true. But they fuse together in a weird way.
They're like one being.
I don't know. Anyways, very cool. 1 red-blue. What a deal for 2 people.
And 5 loyalty, by the way.
5 loyalty.
For 3 mana.
Woo.
That's absurd.
+1, draw a card, then discard a card.
I think this card was pushed. Hashtag pushed.
+1, target creature gets +2/+0 and gains first strike until end of turn.
Whatever.
-8, draw 4 cards. When you do, the Royal Scions deals damage to any target equal to the number of cards in your hand. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 activations here.
Yeah.
We'll get you the ultimate.
Pretty nice.
You're just going to sit around and loot with this bad boy, though.
I did not realize that this was only 3 mana when I looked at it at first.
I mean,
pretty wild.
Is there ever been 5 loyalty for 3 mana?
Oh, I don't think so.
I don't think so. I can't be 100% on that. But
the ones that didn't plus, right? We had like Narset.
Oh, sure.
But
we're not talking
no
about
plus
that.
ability. Yeah. So that's pretty cool.
Wild. I love this card here, Rankle Master of Pranks. Can we talk about this? It's also just bizarre.
It's a cool card.
2 black for 3/3 legendary fairy rogue. So it's a fairy, so that's really awesome. I love fairies. Flying haste. Whenever Rankle Master of Pranks, it's just a great name to say.
Such a good name.
Deals combat damage to a player, choose any number. Okay, and then a bulleted list. Each player discards a card. Each player loses 1 life and draws a card. Each player sacrifices a creature. So does that mean do it this many times? That's what I guess.
What do you mean?
So like choose a number, and I say 3. So each player discards 3 cards?
No.
What does it mean?
It means choose like any number of those 3 options. You can choose that one. You can choose it. You can choose like discard only. You can choose discard and draw. You can choose sacrifice and discard.
I get it.
You get to choose any combination of those 3.
This wording is confusing. Choose any number. Okay.
I have to say,
I thought it was like
I was not confused by it until you said it, and then I was like, oh, no.
You know what I mean? Like people could think that. Anyway, have fun, judges.
That's right. We'll have Judge Rob here to clarify. But yeah, so you can choose really like either we're both going to discard, we're both going to discard and draw, we're both going to sacrifice and draw, et cetera, et cetera.
Excellent card there.
Very cool.
And I'm just going to see people being so annoyed by the Master of Pranks, which makes sense.
What about Circle of Loyalty?
Okay.
The Circle of Loyalty.
Beautiful.
4 white for a legendary artifact. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each knight you control.
Knight decks are going to be a thing.
Yeah. Creatures you control get +1/+1. Whenever you cast a legendary spell, create a 2/2 white knight creature token with vigilance. 3 and a white, create a 2/2 white knight creature token with vigilance.
Excellent. So this is a mythic rare, and like I said, I think a Knights deck is something that they want to happen in this set.
It really seems like it.
Which is great because I'm going to lose my Vampires deck. And so I can start building Knights, which I think will also be up my alley. Mm-hmm. And speaking of Knights, Sir Gwyn, Hero of Ashvale, was recently previewed. And you can play with Sir Gwyn on Arena in the Brawl event that they just had. She was a Brawl commander. And I like how Sir Gwyn, Sir is spelled with SYR.
Yeah.
So that we have, Lady Knights here as well. Vigilance and Menace. Whenever an equipped creature you control attacks, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. Excellent. By the way, cost 3 red, white, black. So Mardu, legendary creature here. Equipment you control have Equip Knight, 0.
So you can just
She's
attach
5/5.
stuff to knights for free.
For free.
Wow.
So if you like that hammer that came out in 2020,
Oh, snap.
your creature can be a 10/10.
That plus that 10/10.
Yeah. For 0.
I'm very excited for that.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Mardu Knights.
Mardu Knights, yeah. It's going to be a thing.
Very interesting.
Oh, we can also see how we did on Oko.
Oh, yeah. Oko Thief of Crowns. This is the one that you made up.
I did. And I said that it was going to be some shape-shifting stuff.
Yes.
Which does happen on this card.
Yes.
Not in the way we
That's
thought,
true.
but, you know.
Tell us about it.
All right, 1 green blue for a 4 loyalty planeswalker, +2 create a food token. Oko likes to eat. +1 target artifact or creature loses all abilities and becomes a green elk creature with base power and toughness 3/3.
Hey.
Okay.
Not until end of turn. Just forever.
Just forever.
It an elk now.
It's an elk. That's it.
Hey, do you like that dragon?
It elk.
It an elk now.
-5.
You like that bear? It an elk
It
now.
an elk. Makes Elmers. Everything's an Elmer.
Yep.
Exchange control of target artifact or creature you control and target creature and opponent controls with power 3 or less. I get it.
Yeah. So you can make an elk and then swap your stuff
Yeah.
with their elks.
Thanks for all these elks.
Oh, cool. Elk. Give me that elk.
I don't know what its deal is,
Yeah.
but it's really
I
weird.
had guessed Garrick, and I was not far off.
You were not far. What
I
are
had
you
a-
saying? 3/3s?
What?
Were your wolves 3/3s in your
No,
version?
they were 2/2 death touch.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah. Garrick Cursed Huntsman, 4 black green for a 5 loyalty planeswalker. 0, create 2/2 black and green wolf creature tokens with when this creature dies, put a loyalty counter on each Garrick you control.
Okay.
-3, destroy target creature, draw a card. I think I had just -3, destroy target non-land or creature or planeswalker.
Yeah, we said planeswalker, and I was disappointed, I must say, to see that this did not kill planeswalkers.
I mean, maybe he's not about that life anymore.
it could be. It could
That's
be.
not his thing anymore.
But if he is, I'm got your number, wizards.
-6, you get an emblem with creatures you control, you get +3/+3 and have trample.
Sick.
Sick. All right. That's like not, I was not too far off.
No, you were pretty
I had
close.
Wolves.
You had wolves in there.
I had destroying.
Yep.
I
had
was a little
destroying.
off. Yeah. I had destroying.
You had destroying.
Yeah. The emblem I was very far off on, but that's
Yeah,
fine.
but I don't know who could have predicted that about
Yeah.
Garrick. So yeah, well done.
Yeah.
Well done on that. Some people have been asking me about a card that was previewed today and its Boggles implications.
Ooh.
And also its implications in Modern. And I just think it's a good card. Let's see if it's been updated on here. Here we go. Once Upon a Time. 1 and a green for an instant. It's a rare. If this spell is the first spell you've cast this game, you may cast it without paying its mana cost. Okay. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card or land card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order.
Wow. This card is nuts.
Yeah, people are saying this card is really, really, really good in Modern. So
I believe it.
I mean, hello, you already have Ancient Stirrings, and now you also have Once Upon a Time.
I mean, they look for different things.
True. I mean, or a land.
That's true. Okay.
I don't know if Boggles wants it or whatever,
okay,
but
that's true.
Definitely some decks want this card.
Yeah. This
For
card
sure.
is very good.
And
I like it.
I love that it's called Once Upon a Time too.
Yeah.
I think that's really
It's at the
cute.
very start.
Yeah,
it's for the very
start of the game. Yay! Great. I love it.
Yeah.
But just some excellent stuff has already been previewed.
Yeah. It's so cool. Wicked Wolf.
Great.
This wolf has a weird spiky collar.
I like it.
2 green for a 3/3. When it enters the battlefield, it fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. Sacrifice a food. Put a +1/+1 counter on Wicked Wolf. It gains indestructible until end of turn.
Because it's eating Little
Tap
Red
it.
Riding Hood's food.
Ow. I thought you were just going to say it's eating Little Red Riding Hood. Because it's eating Little Red Riding Hood.
It's eating her. Yeah. No. I've got to talk about this card though.
What?
Enchanted Carriage.
Oh, it's so good.
Give me a break.
Pumpkin car.
It's a pumpkin car.
It's a vehicle.
Yes.
Enchanted Carriage. 5 mana for a 4/4. When it enters the battlefield, create 2 1/1 white mouse creature tokens.
Mice tokens.
Crew 2. So you already have mice.
The mice are going to crew it.
They're going to crew it.
Drag my butt around in a gourd, you stinking vermin. That's what I'll shout as I whip them from the front of the carriage.
Wow.
Megan can't handle it. I'm whipping mice.
No, I cannot believe it. You give you an ounce of power and you run with it.
That is accurate. That is accurate.
Everyone, just beware. If you ever trust Maria with literally anything, it turns out that the first thing she's going to do is jump in a pumpkin carriage and whip some mice.
The best part about this is my persona playing any game, and I also include any improv I ever do in this category.
Yeah.
Where I will always play the evil person. I will always abuse the power. I will always like go ham at it. But
you will always whip the mice.
I will always whip the mice. But in real life, I can't even stand to look at a mouse because it just hurts my heart so much. They're so cute.
Maria, or is this saying something about your deeper personality? I'm just saying, if that's who you are every time you have the opportunity, maybe that's just who you are. What are games except windows into the soul?
I don't know. This is a deeper question than we
What
can
is
answer.
the color pie except a reflection of who you are?
Can you imagine me whipping a poor mouse? Oh my God. I can't even kill an ant. I'm
just saying.
whipping those mice. Oh
Yeah.
they're gonna get it.
What about this lady covered in rats?
Wait, there's a rat lady? Oh, Chittering Witch.
Yeah, 3 and a black for a
Gross.
2/2. When Chittering Witch enters the battlefield, create a number of 1/1 black rat creature tokens equal to the number of opponents you have. 1 and a black, sacrifice a creature. Target creature gets -2/-2 until end of turn.
Oh, cool.
Rats.
We're
They're
the rats. I can't believe something called Chittering Witch cares about rats, not squirrels. That's my beef right there.
Yeah, of
with
course
that card.
it is.
But,
of course it is. Well, yeah, there's obviously so many other cool cards. We could literally talk about
every
this
single one of them
forever.
This is what I'm saying. Like, this set is so wonderful because each one of these cards just feels so magnificent to just see the design of it.
It's so cool. Stuff like there's Love Struck Beast.
Midnight Clock. Like, give me a break. This is excellent.
Piper of the Swarm. It's a personal favorite of mine.
Yeah, excellent.
It is calling the little rats, and when you don't pay it, it will swap them for your children's.
I think that's really neat.
Yeah.
So,
do you know the story of the Pied Piper is messed up?
Yes, as many of those old fairy tales really
it's
were.
True. They really are. Ooh, what about
and like old
Taste
nursery
of
rhymes?
Death?
Ooh, what's this? I haven't seen this one yet.
4 black. A sorcery. Each player sacrifices 3 creatures. You create 3 food tokens.
Oh, I get it.
Don't eat that feast.
Oh, look, is that like a poison apple in that one skull's
Yeah.
mouth? Because we thought poison apple might be a card.
They're like skulls that are also apples. You see these have apple tops on them?
Man, I love fall. Can I just say that right now? And this is making me think about eating a caramel apple.
This is a very fall set.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's perfect for fall. For real. If this came out any other time, I'd be like, come on.
Ooh, I didn't see this one yet. Belle of the Brawl.
Oh! A+ name. A+.
3 and a black for a human knight. 3/2 menace. Whenever Belle of the Brawl attacks, other knights you control get +1/+0 until end of turn.
Excellent.
Great.
If
Great
this
stuff.
isn't in your brawl deck, get out.
What are you doing?
You need it. You need Belle of the Brawl. Mm-hmm. Like, seriously, we could just keep going all day. These are so fun.
Maria, are you going to have a Mardu Knights Brawl deck?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Am I going to play Knights in Standard? Probably. Mm-hmm. I mean, chances are. Yes, I love to play tribal sets or tribal decks in Standard. So that'll be up my alley. Oh, Wicked Guardian. There's the evil stepmother we talked about.
Very cool.
Wow.
Yeah, this set is just really knocking it out of the park with flavor.
And by the way, we do have a preview card of our own for Good Luck High Five coming out on the 11th. So stay tuned, as we said, to our YouTube page, youtube.com/goodluckhighfive, to get a taste of that when it comes out.
Nice.
I did wink when I said that. Just kidding. It has nothing to do with food tokens.
Or does it?
Or does it?
It doesn't.
It's very exciting, though.
But does it?
Or does it?
Does it?
Let's talk about what is in our future for Magic in 2020.
Mostly that we freaking called it.
We called it.
We've been saying we're going back to Theros for ages now.
I'm dropping.
And sure enough, we going back to Theros. As soon as we saw, maybe before, but at least as soon as we saw those triple colored mana costs on the Cavaliers.
Oh yeah, we knew.
In the core set, we were like, Theros, here we come. And Theros, there we going.
Great country song.
Thank you.
I just pressed my balloon drop button on the desk, but no balloons fell. Yeah, Theros. So we're going back to Theros. Theros Beyond Death is the name of the set coming up.
And like the emblem for it, or the little set symbol, is like a spooky death mask.
Yes.
And everyone's thinking it. Let's just say it. Elspeth.
Yep, 100%.
Where's she at?
She's down there hanging out, doing I don't know what.
Oh, I'm so excited. I'll be really happy if this entire set takes place in the underworld.
So will I. I think
like
that's
underworld exclusive.
That would be great.
Because there's so many places in the Greek underworld.
Do you think, and it would be very spooky, and it would be cool to see the color pie existing down there as well.
It would be so spooky. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What does red look like in the underworld? What does white look like
Lava
in the underworld?
goblins. Ghosts.
Spirits,
if you will.
What does blue look like?
Oh, I don't know the answer to that.
Blue is like the what's his name that was down there? The seer.
Erebos?
No.
Oh.
The seer that Odysseus went and consulted.
Oh gosh.
What's his name?
I can't remember.
Starts with a K.
Theros is one of our favorite sets, by the way, which is why we're so pumped about this. It was an enchantment theme set when it first came out, if you didn't get a chance to play it, and had bestow as the mechanic, which was really, really cool, where you had a creature that you could bestow on another creature and act it as an enchantment and give it a bonus. Kyrian?
Kyrian? No.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Anyways, the prophet is all I'm saying.
Yeah, the prophet.
Prophets, prophecies, prophesizing.
Yay.
Oh, I'm very excited.
It's Greek theme, by the way, and the golden masks are the masks that people wear when they go down into the underworld and come back. So I like that that's a set symbol.
Yeah, it's I'm very excited.
Remind people about Elspeth, though.
Okay, so Elspeth, back in the original Theros block.
Yes.
There was a planeswalking satyr named Xenagos, and he wanted to become one of the gods of Theros.
He was a party boy.
Yeah, he was a real party boy, and he did become a god, and he was trashing the place big time. It was like
me playing a game.
Yeah. He was whipping mice right and left. And so the other gods were like, Elspeth came along, and the other gods were like, you got to kill him.
Yep.
Heliod gave her a giant, beautiful sword. Spear. You're
or
right,
was it
spear.
A sword? Did she kill him with... No, because she had that sword that lit up.
That's what, yeah.
I can't remember.
Big sword. She kills Xenagos, but then Heliod is like, she has the power to kill gods. So he kill her.
Yeah.
And so Elspeth, who is just a knight trying to do the right thing.
That's right.
Ends up in the underworld.
Yeah.
But we haven't heard from her since.
What's going on down there?
Since Heliod struck her down. So is she there? We hope so.
What's the meal plan
better be, or else why are we going?
She's definitely there.
She's definitely there.
100%. Do they play bocce ball down there?
Oh, great question.
Can they get a tan?
Probably not. Ooh, okay. I want there to be a pomegranate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, we saw Pandora's box.
Yeah, last time.
Which was pretty cool.
Which was very cool.
So lots of nods to mythology as well, which is really neat in these sets.
I want there to be a Cerberus.
Ooh, that would be excellent.
Yeah.
And each head does something else.
Ooh, that would be very cool.
So like you can pay for one head to do one thing and one head to do another thing. If you're still designing, like
maybe hear us out. Hear us out.
But that's Theros.
You think Elspeth? So Elspeth is white.
She's a white planeswalker, and she was a huge player in Standard.
Yeah, she was. She was a big finisher for control decks.
Yeah, so a lot of people loved her.
Yes, I loved her a lot. She was great.
She's in a lot of people's cubes.
Yeah,
because she's very, very powerful
and wonderful.
But I think she's going to be Orzhov colors.
Yeah, you do.
Coming back because
she's going into that underworld.
She's going in that underworld, and Erebos is like, hey. High five. And she's like, high five, Erebos. And then who's the god of the dead, by the way?
What if together they plot to take, because Erebos seems like the kind of god that would like, also what if Gideon's there?
Ooh.
Because Gideon died.
And Gideon's from Theros.
And Gideon is from Theros.
Kithian was his name before he became Gideon. He lived on Theros. Oh, I don't think so, though. Like, I think he's just having, like, the card where he's partying with his underworld, like his afterlife friends.
Yeah, you think he's just in a happy afterlife and he's gone forever?
He's gone forever. That's what I think, which is kind of sad.
Yeah. She tries to talk to him. He's like, peace out.
Peace out. I'm having a good time.
He's like a hippie now. He's like a hippie bro.
Gideon, just like chilling.
He's just
going
like,
surfing.
he's just like throwing some frisbee, playing some ultimate.
And Elspeth's like, hey, I figured out this way to get back.
Because Erebos killed a bunch of his friends back in the day.
Did he?
Yes.
Oh, rude.
Oh, now this is some old school story time.
I don't remember.
Yeah, Kithian, before he became Gideon, he did something.
He got arrested for something, I remember.
He did that, and then this is like even later. He has a bunch of friends, and he has to do some sort of challenge, right? And he steals something, or he outwits Erebos or something, and he's gonna get away with it, but then he looks back and Erebos sees him and he throws a spear and it kills a bunch of Kithian's friends, and he feels terrible about it, obviously.
I think it would be within Erebos' range to be like, here's what we're going to do, Elspeth. We're going to go up top and we're going to kill all of the gods.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
So that's my feeling, is that like Erebos is down there and Elspeth is like, Heliod,
is
backstabbed me big time. And Erebos is like, let's get in on a revenge plot.
You want some revenge? Yeah, I think that's a good guess.
So that's my flavor guess.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
So we are super, super stoked.
Oh, so excited.
Bestow is one of my favorite things.
Bestow is such a good
enchantment
mechanic.
theme set. Hello. Of course I'm going to love that.
Bestow so there were creatures, but you could also cast them as auras onto other creatures.
Yeah.
And then if that creature died, they fell off and were their own creature. So
I don't often remember old card names because my brain likes to delete.
But Nimbus Naiad will be forever in your head.
That was exactly what I was going to say.
2 and a blue for a 2/2 flying, or you could bestow it for 5, I want to say. And that creature got +2/+2 in flying.
Great.
Such a good card.
Great card.
Such a good card.
Nimbus Naiad, come on back.
Yeah.
We want you.
Come on back.
So that's the first one that's going to be coming out.
Yeah.
In the winter.
Yes,
and
winter
then
2020.
Coming up after that is Ikoria, Lair of Behemoths.
Which is going to somehow be big making monsters.
Yeah, so Mark Rosewater is like, this is one of the craziest mechanics we've ever designed.
And everyone's like, is it going to be kind of like host augment? Is it going to be kind of like meld?
It seems like it would be one of those things, but if he says this is new, then it's not, probably.
My guess is that it's going to be somehow some combination of those things.
I really like the idea of being in a lab and creating a monster. Yes. How would that translate into magic?
I don't know. There's scientists.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of how I would translate that into a mechanic if I'm not doing meld and I'm not doing host and augment.
I don't know.
Which was from an unset.
Maybe the monsters eat each other. That's how they become the biggest monster. It's like a monster Thunderdome.
That's how it works in the real world.
Yeah. Maybe
you've got like 3 different beakers and you're like putting mana into the beakers and then you combine them and then a monster come out.
It does. I just want to say the Lair of Behemoths make me think that they naturally occur there.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So
maybe you're just like making them. What does that mean then? You're like doing animal husbandry. The Gathering.
I don't know. Animal husbandry, The Gathering.
Is that what's gonna happen?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
It makes me think of like the Sarlacc, like a Sarlacc pit. But it's a brand new plane. We've never been there, so this is why we don't know anything about it. Seems cool.
Excited to see it.
Excited to see some wild mechanics. So that'll be coming out in the spring.
I forgot to say, Theros, my other guess is that maybe of the Planeswalkers that we know, Ajani seems like the most likely to show up again.
Yes, I agree.
Because he was Elspeth's friend.
Yeah.
And mentor.
Oh, Johnny, come on back.
Okay.
So yeah, after Ikoria, then we head to Core Set 2021. And the deal with this is they're working on, like Mark Roser said in his article earlier this year, they're working on making core sets have more of an identity other than just be, oh, well, this is a basic magic set, doesn't really have a theme. So this time, the theme they're going to be focusing on in Core Set 2021 is none other than Teferi.
Everyone's excited. Look, I actually do really like Teferi. But the joke is that nobody else does.
The joke is that we are tired of Teferi. We're stinking tired of him. but we're getting more.
Do you know what? We're gonna have had some. No, Little Teferi's still here.
Little Teferi's gonna be still.
Little T still around. And then after that, going back to Zendikar, minus Eldrazi's.
No Eldrazi. It's called Zendikar Rising.
No Sloopies.
Next year's fall set.
Yeah.
And it's going back to the old Zendikar where we didn't have to worry about Sloopy space monsters. Instead, we just had to worry about having a fun adventure.
Yeah.
On Zendikar. And hopefully
exciting.
Some more full art lands. Am I right?
Yeah.
Some flirt lands.
Flirt lands.
As we like to say on this show. Yeah. I think this is all really great. I'm most excited for Theros, second for Ikoria,
Same.
third for Zendikar, fourth for Corset. Obviously.
I feel like that's probably gonna be a lot of people, but I love Theros. Lots of people love Zendikar.
Yeah. That's true. We were only around with Battle for Zendikar.
A lot of people love original Zendikar.
Yeah, OG.
That's what I'm saying.
The OG. Do you want to... Hey, you're going to know because I just started talking about it. What do you think is the best-selling Magic set of all time? Of all time.
Wasn't it original Zendikar?
It's Battle for Zendikar. Isn't that weird?
That is super weird.
Recently learned that, and people think it was because they wanted the lands.
Oh, that makes sense.
Bought a lot of it. But yeah, so we're heading back there.
Yeah.
And this sounds like a slate of awesome sets to go to next year. Yeah. What a great...
Zendikar Rising. Hopefully we get to see Nahiri.
Nahiri, yes. Nahiri could be back there.
I love Nahiri.
I don't believe there won't be an Eldrazi, but they said there won't.
Yeah, they said there won't.
They're going to pull a trick on us.
There won't be.
No, I don't think there will be either.
They all
Nissa's from Zendikar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Nissa will be back there.
Yeah, she was like, I have to go back and help heal my plane.
Oh, yeah, that's true. The Eldrazi really did a number on it,
They really did. They really did.
Well, we wanted them to destroy the whole thing.
I wanted it to be gone. But here we are.
We were actively calling for the destruction of Zendikar.
Yeah, we were.
Magic's best-selling set of all time.
Burn it to the ground.
Oh my gosh.
Still time.
Still time, maybe in this happy Zendikar adventure set.
Yep.
Fingers crossed. Everybody, we're going to take a moment to talk about Ultra Pro, one of the awesome sponsors of our show.
That's right. They always have so much cool stuff going on.
And they're always releasing new products.
We talked about their alcove deck boxes a couple of weeks ago, which are beautiful.
I've got an M2 deck box here, limited edition, holding 75 double sleeve cards with this cool
it's got a really nice texture to
raised texture skin on it.
Yeah.
Room for your deck here down below, and a tray for your dice up top. Which I'm the kind of person that says if I don't have a little dice tray and a little tray for my deck, I'm not using that deck box. I'm spoiled now. I love these things.
Yeah, once you started using it, you're not going back.
You're not going back.
If you like something a little more simple and you're playing these Commander 2019 decks, they have the matching deck boxes and matching sleeves.
And playmats.
So you can be 100% on theme for your Commander 2019 Commander.
Yeah, and if you haven't watched yet, Meg and I have a Commander battle video up on our YouTube channel.
That's right.
Where we play the Faceless Menace versus Girid Conclave Exile.
Ooh.
Was really
Kadena
cool.
versus Girid.
Yeah,
it's
Kadena.
great. It's a very fun time.
And it's really awesome that Ultra Pro always makes these products to go with the new releases, the new art from new sets.
They are where to go if you want up-to-date stuff that reflects what is happening in Magic right now.
Including Japanese-style Planeswalkers and stained glass Planeswalkers. So they've just got it all. And you can find it anywhere fine Magic products are sold, including cardkingdom.com/GLHF. Hey everybody, that is our show for this week. Thanks for coming along for the ride and whipping those mice with me. That's right. I just made you all accessories subscribe.
Why?
But honestly, I'm so excited for all of these things we just talked about.
Yes, it's going to be an exciting fall.
For real. This is a great fall set. I'm just chomping, whatever. I'm doing something to the bit. And I want to get it on Arena and start playing. The 26th is when it comes out.
Do it. Make sure you're heading out to your local game store.
Yes.
Do those pre-releases.
I'm so excited. I'll be going to Lodestone Coffee and Games in Minnetonka, Minnesota to play.
I will be in the middle of the desert, so I will not be playing anywhere. But
You'll find a magic store in the middle of the desert.
In the middle of the desert.
It'll appear to you as a mirage.
Yes.
And you'd be like, I would like to play in the pre-release. And your mom is like, who are you talking to? I think Megan needs some water. But yeah, I'm so stoked. There's nothing better than a pre-release. I'm being real with you right now.
It's great. Thank you again to everyone who's a patron of the show. Patreon.com/GLHF Magic.
Yeah.
And if you want to get in on our sweet September hangouts, again, check the Discord and the Patreon page.
Yep.
When we post those, when they're going to be, you can challenge us to games or just be there for our hangout.
Yeah. So really exciting stuff there. Preview card comes out on Wednesday. More exciting news, by the way, about our sponsored Card Kingdom and stuff coming up very soon. We'll tell you about that coming up soon. Little teaser there. And I don't know, just a lot of good things. I feel a lot of good things for the future of Magic with these upcoming sets and everything.
Same.
And it'll be a whole new year with organized play coming up in 2020.
Dang.
So
the future comes at you fast.
It sure does.